You're listening to the John and Heidi Show Bonus Hour. If you miss any of the program, you can find the podcast at the bottom of the page at sunnyradio.com.
Thank you for listening to the John and Heidi Show on a Friday. Super excited for a couple of fun guests today. Coming up, we're going to talk about an art show that's happening in Sioux Falls. It's a first Friday in downtown Sioux Falls. There's a lot of fun stuff. And there's an art show where you can actually not just go see the art, you can also buy the art. And it's a fundraiser for Garfield Elementary. So I hope you'll get a chance to do that. And we're going to be chatting with April all about that coming up here in a bit. Also want to remind you, this Sunday, pancakes for the American Legion, and these are delicious. If you get a chance, get on over to the South Dakota Military Heritage Alliance at 1600 West Russell Street in Sioux Falls. Get over there this Sunday and enjoy a delicious pancake breakfast. It's a great fundraiser. It's a great time, and the food is amazing. All of the details at facebook.com/sunnyradio and facebook.com/Sioux Falls News. Also, at the end of this hour, I've got another amazing guest I'll be chatting with, supermodel Kathy Ireland. Yeah, going to be talking to her at the tail end of this hour. Thanks for listening.
What a year. With prices on everything going up, it's more important than ever to have a better credit card. Some people use a credit card that's not a very good one. At bettercreditcards.com, we offer a variety of credit card options to fit your needs. Whether you want a card to give you cash back or points and perks, or a credit card to help you build your credit, we probably have it at bettercreditcards.com. Give yourself a little credit. BetterCreditCards.com. That's BetterCreditCards.com.
Thank you for listening to the John and Heidi Show. Excited to visit with April Van Leersburg about a fun event that's happening this afternoon, this evening. It is an art show, and this is like a fundraiser, fun night. And April, I'll have you tell me a little bit about what's happening at this event this evening.
Yeah, so we are doing a fundraiser for Garfield Elementary, and it's an art show featuring the kids' art. The leadership skills that were demonstrated, those kids got to partake in creating these art pieces, and we're raising money for Garfield Elementary.
And will this event actually be at Garfield Elementary, or it's somewhere else?
Nope, it's at my gallery downtown. It's 120 North Phillips Avenue from 4 to 8:30 p.m. And they're pretty excited because they've never done anything like this, they've got their in a gallery.
I think that's really cool. I wanted to make sure we talked about the fact that it was there so people weren't showing up at the elementary school tonight. It is a first Friday as well, so tonight is going to be a hoppin', busy, fun night for all of downtown Sioux Falls. But I encourage people to get into your gallery and check this out. How many different pieces of art will be there this evening?
You know, we have a little over 30 different pieces. So, again, there was a couple kids from each grade that got to partake. And, yeah, we're really excited. We're hoping to sell out. That's the goal.
I love that. And will the artwork be for sale? Is that part of the event tonight?
Yeah. So what we're doing is each piece is $30, very reasonable. People can get a tax donation slip if they're willing to buy a piece, and you can donate more than the $30, but $30 is the price of each piece. And yeah, we're super excited.
So if somebody walks in and says, I really want this one, I'm going to donate a whole lot more, does that help? Or the 30 is just kind of what they need? Or how does that work if they want to donate more?
Yes, we're hoping they do donate more, but we're not going to ask more than the $30. And again, anything that they donate, they can write off as a tax donation. So $30 or more,
I love
depending
that.
on their charity.
I love that. It's a really neat thing. And again, this is a charity art show for Garfield Elementary, and it is this afternoon / this evening, 4 till 8:30. I don't know. Would you say this afternoon or this evening? I don't know how you would say that, but it is today.
Afternoon.
And it's at 120 North Phillips Avenue in Sioux Falls. And when people come into your studio there, you and I have talked numerous times about different events you do. You've got a beautiful facility there, and this is a great place for something like this.
Yeah, I think it's perfect. You know, it's a low-key atmosphere. We are not one of the higher-end galleries. We're a come-in-your-shorts and T-shirt type of gallery. And we're trying to tailor to the community, and that's why we start out every season with a charity show.
Now, in addition to it being a gallery, you do artwork there yourself, too, don't you?
That's correct.
Let's talk a little bit about the artwork that you do, and how long have you been an artist, April?
You know, I don't even know if I would be willing to call myself an artist. I love it, but there are so many people far more talented than I. I started many, many years ago just as something like a relaxation and kind of therapy thing, and kept with it. But it's been, I don't know, since I was about 15 years old, and I really enjoy it, but I'm not as good as some of the people I get to show.
Well, the thing that's really cool is it's something that you enjoy and you're doing it. So right there, that means you're living your dream at least a little bit, right?
Yeah, exactly. And arts therapy. So I encourage people in the community to support the arts because it's a great therapeutic thing and it's good for people. So we want to support that, not buy our art at Home Goods or some of these other box stores.
Yeah. And I love the fact that you're following your dream because there are so many people out there, April, who have this idea. They have this thing that they've always wanted to do, but they never take the first step to do it. Instead, it always sits in their mind and never gets out of their minds. I love the fact that not only have you done this for your own art, but again, things like tonight where you're giving 30 students the opportunity to probably have their first public art show, and it's all for sale, and they're helping raise money for their school. All of that is because you have this studio. I think that's really cool.
Absolutely. They're so excited. They've never done anything like this. And Garfield, it's actually their first full year of fundraising. So this is a big shot in the arm to their coffers, trying to get some money for family nights and all those fun things that you need extra funding for above and beyond what the budget is. So it's just really exciting for the kids, and we're hoping to make a whole lot of money for the school.
If you get a chance, stop in this afternoon from 4 o'clock until 8:30 this evening, 120 North Phillips Avenue in Sioux Falls. April, thank you for your time today.
Thank you so much.
Again, I'll throw a link with all of the information and the address and everything at facebook.com/sunnyradio and facebook.com/Sioux Falls News.
Did you know you can allocate a percentage of your IRA to physical gold and silver with a tax-free rollover? You can put your IRA back on the gold standard. Genesis Gold IRA is the only IRA that can hold physical precious metals. Call now for your free gold and silver report and learn how to qualify for up to $10,000 in free silver. GenesisGoldIRA.com would like to help protect your IRA today with a simple phone call. Learn more and get the phone number at GenesisGoldIRA.com. That's GenesisGoldIRA.com.
Time now for This Day in Sioux Falls History, brought to you by the Sioux Falls Fun Page and Sunny 93.3. It was this day, May 5th, 1949, that a local man by the name of Joe Floyd sees his idea turn into a nationwide television hit, Blind Date. Anyone who grew up in the era of flipping through channels on cable TV looking for something good to watch has probably seen at least some rendition of Blind Date. A guy or a girl sits on one side of a divider while 3 or 4 members of the opposite sex sit on the other side of the curtain. The 3 or 4 hopefuls answer questions about themselves trying to win a date with the one on the other side of the curtain. What you might not know is this show got its beginning right here in Sioux Falls. Joe Floyd was a local marketer and the owner of the New Hollywood Theater. One of his promotions during the early 1940s was to bring an Army officer from the local Army radio training school and help match him up with a local young lady to go on a date, and he called it GI Blind Date. The entire event was played out live in front of an audience at the Hollywood Theater, usually before the beginning of a movie. Well, the concept would be picked up by an ABC network executive for one season and premiered nationwide on this day in 1949. At the same time, an NBC network executive purchased the radio rights to the show, and after making a few changes, brought another TV show to the airwaves called Your Big Moment. Different variations of the show would pass from ABC to NBC to the Dumont Network before the show finally ended in 1953. ABC created a spin-off of the concept called The Dating Game in 1965. NBC ran a series titled Blind Date from 1999 to 2006, with the Bravo Network rebooting it again in 2019. All of these shows, and perhaps other shows like The Bachelor or other popular mobile apps like Tinder, owe their beginning to the idea that was hatched in Sioux Falls at a little movie theater owned by Joe Floyd. This has been This Day in Sioux Falls History, brought to you by SiouxFallsFunPage.com and Sunny 93.3.
How much do you pay for your cell phone every month? If it's more than $15, it's time for a Mintervention. Mint Mobile makes it affordable and easy to switch. Get a new phone or bring in your current phone. iPhones and Samsung phones both work well with Mint Mobile. At Mintervention.com, you can see the current special offers from Mint Mobile, offering premium wireless for just $15 a month. That's far less than most people are paying, just $15 a month. Learn more now at Mintervention.com. That's Mintervention.com.
Here's your Market Beat Minute for Friday, May 5th, brought to you by GenesisGoldIRA.com. Equity markets fell for a third day as a fear of a broader spread financial system crisis grows. While the First Republic Bank chapter of the saga has come to a close, the FOMC is expected to keep rates at high levels for a sustained time and will likely cause more banks to fail. The question is how many and how soon? And the answer may not be known until regulators close the next bank down. The S&P 500 shed more than 1% at the session's low and is testing support at the 40-50 level. Support at this level may be tenuous and lead to another market sell-off. If so, the following targets for support are several percentage points lower. Even if the market can sustain these levels, there is a clear resistance at the 4150 level that is keeping the market from moving higher. You can get the inside track from Wall Street's brightest minds delivered directly to your inbox every day at MarketBeatMinute.com.
InsuranceChicken.com wants to know, how much are you paying for your insurance? I know it seems like a hassle to switch to a different company, but if you can save a few bucks, it's worth crossing the road to InsuranceChicken.com. We have several of the top insurance companies trying to earn your business. They do that by offering great insurance that is cheap. Okay, enough of the silly chicken puns. It's time to get serious about saving you money on your insurance at InsuranceChicken.com. That's InsuranceChicken.com.